It's alive! All right, we got a little bit of a follow-up on the Knight 4000. Thanks to everybody who's joined our Facebook group. If you don't know already, we have a Facebook group for this car called the Knight Industries 4000 restoration page from the movie Knight Rider 2000. It's very confusing, I know, because the original kit was called the Knight Industries 2000, and then this is the Knight 4000, and then we were calling it KIFT, but it's not KIFT. It's the Knight 4000. That's how it was referred to in the movie. Anyway, if this is your first time seeing the video, this is a Dodge Stealth that was rebodied with this fiberglass kit for the movie Knight Rider 2000. Came out in 1991. I've had the car in my possession for 10 years, and now I'm going to restore it. There, now you caught up. This is part 2 of the scanner. You know, the Knight Rider's little scanner that goes in the front. I fished it out of there, pulled out all the wiring. I'm going to see if I can't get it going. Now, I've been distracted last few days, last couple of uploads that I've done. You know, I went out and got myself a new watch and did a couple of other projects, new tripod for my camera, and we're working back on the car. I think we've decided that we're gonna restore this engine because we thought about it. We're like, you know, this engine only has probably 100 miles on it. It was only used in a couple of scenes in the movie. And basically just from sitting around, everything is stuck in it. We're gonna pull the top end off and do a top end on it basically and see if that fixes it. We may stick a scope down the holes and take a look, but basically it's a brand new motor, except it's 30 years old. So we're gonna work on that. It does run. We did the video of it running, but it just needs a little love. We probably need to clean all these injectors. We need to clean out the fuel system. It needs some love. When it was on the show Scare Tactics, they took out the glass in the windows and replaced it with plexiglass. We figured that out because in the movie it did have glass. So I've gotten some window glass. We're going to replace the window glass and the regulators, start working on the interior. We're going to get this thing ready to be painted, fix this crunched up nose, and get it ready to be restored. I don't think it's going to take that much. I think we're going to get it running, we're going to get it painted, we're going to put the thing back together. We haven't decided how far we're going to go with the interior yet because the original screen used cars only had plugs in for the dash. They didn't have full interiors. They used a process car that was on a set for that. It's a front-wheel drive Dodge Stealth car, Mitsubishi 3000 basically. So I'm hoping that this is going to be kind of a short video today, but it's going to catch you up on what we're doing on the car. You know, this is sort of a back burner project here at Bowser Prop Shop. We're busy building 2 DeLorean time machines. We're building a Blues Brothers car. We're building a couple of Knight Riders. And so we're pretty busy. I might be the only guy in America who marks his cuts with a Mont Blanc pen. All right. There it is, man. That is the Knight 4000 scanner. It's working. I had an idea of putting larger bulbs in and also trying colored bulbs. Let's it's actually dimmer. I know people are gonna hate it, but let's just see what happens if I put an LED in there. It'll go. It doesn't want to go. It's resisting. Yeah, it's way too fast. Okay, I'll take the LED out. I could hear you typing, no! So these sockets are all pretty janky. So what I was thinking about doing is replacing them with new sockets and actually changing out this wire as well. I don't know, we could keep the wire, but I was thinking of putting in a new wire and rewiring it all from scratch, new bulb sockets. But the original controller is working. I just didn't have it wired properly, had to make some changes. Now, a fan did send in a box that is the same one that I have for spare parts, but we're not going to use it. We're using the original box here. Just needs to be rewired. For some reason, this bulb over here, even though it's connected, is not working. But what I figured out was it's actually a ground output. And a lot of the chasers of the day, like the one that we use for the old flux capacitors, they're not operating the positive outputs, they're operating the grounds. So it's got a positive ground, positive earth. That's the original parts working, probably about that speed, roundabout. We're getting this Bluesmobile finished up, doing some of the exterior paint detail, interior work, wheels, brakes, all that kind of stuff. This thing will be ready going to the customer soon. This kind of stuff keeps us busy. We'll be doing a follow-up video on this Trans Am. Yes, this is the same one that was the big paint shop debacle where I was locked in the paint shop. I'm taking the guys to court. I'm on my second car, maybe fourth paint job on this thing, and finally it's done, or it's painted. We're starting the assembly and getting to work on building this into a Knight Rider car. What makes this thing so particularly awesome is this LS1 Camaro motor that's in this thing. This thing hauls ass. Man, you stomp on it, it just goes sideways and starts drifting. This is gonna be one heck of a Knight Rider. The guy getting this car is gonna be really happy. And this was way too much work. We'll never do this again. Don't ask. We don't wanna do it. This is the last time we're ever gonna do it. But this car, oh my God, it is, man, it is awesome. So stay tuned. If you're a big fan of Knight Rider, if this Screen News car impresses you, wait till you see what we're gonna do to this. Make sure you subscribe so that you can keep track of this thing. This is our 33rd DeLorean time machine. It's technically the 32nd build, but the 32nd was already commissioned and it's being built in another room. So this is number 33. So 32 and 33 are being done at the same time. So that's what we do mostly is DeLorean time machines. This one is in production right now. And this is our main gig over here, aside from Knight Riders, Blues Brothers cars, 18 vans, and all that other junk. So, you know, I had my main promo video hit 1 million views yesterday. That was pretty amazing. So we broke over 81,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Make sure to subscribe, and more on this Knight Rider car and all these other cars coming up next couple days. Stay tuned.
Hi gang, it's Gallagher. I want you to smash that video Bob button and be a subscriber.